I'm going to talk about the wheelbase that almost made me quit doing sim racing reviews at all, but not for the reasons that you think. Even after testing wheelbases that apparently technically are much superior to this one, I always end up coming back to the Clubsport DD Plus as my main wheelbase on my rig. I've been using this wheelbase for the last 2 years as my main wheelbase, so this video will be my long-term experiences with it. As always, the disclaimer, Fanatec sent this wheelbase back in 2023 for review, and I also have an affiliate link with them if you want to help the channel out. But before going there, also a big thank you to the viewers, the subscribers, and the members for helping the channel out. Believe me, without you doing this wouldn't be possible at all. And I'm also trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. It's been so long, so like and subscribing would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Currently, there is 3 flavors of the Clubsport system. The Clubsport DD, which is 12 Nm, $799. The Clubsport DD Plus, which is compatible with the PC, PlayStation, and Xbox with a compatible wheel, selling at $999. And the DD Extreme, which is the DD Plus with an exclusive Gran Turismo wheel that is around $1199. Currently, with Black Friday, all of these wheelbases are discounted, and the Clubsport DD Plus is actually very well priced because of its PlayStation compatibility. As this is a long-term review, I'm going to tell you about my experiences with this wheelbase. If you want a wider look at it, you can have a look at my other videos that I've done. They'll be linked in the description. The biggest takeaway that I took is that how well this wheelbase performs across all simulators, no matter the platform. Consistency, it is its main game. I've tried many wheelbases and there hasn't been a moment where it felt average or out of place, whether that be in iRacing, as all Assetto courses including Rally and Evo, Le Mans Ultimate, or Gran Turismo. The force feedback is always consistently high quality, and this is not something that all wheelbases at this level can actually claim from all the ones that test it. Some of them, there is always this simulator that for one reason or the other, it feels just okay and nothing at the level where it's always consistent. With the Fanatec Clubsport DD Plus, I can say that it is always top level in all of the experiences that I've had. When it comes to force feedback, this wheelbase delivers performance that is generally top tier across all direct drive options in its torque range. It competes comfortably with, and in some cases surpasses, what is currently available, with the clarity and low speed detail, the stability in mid-corner, and the communication of weight transfer all contribute to a driving experience that is precise, readable, and engaging. And it does so without requiring heavy filters or lots of dampening to stabilize the wheel or some sort of crazy tactics on a force feedback. It does it very, very naturally with minimal force feedback tweaking. The setup for force feedback is actually very simple and intuitive. You don't need to spend hours tuning filters or dampening to get a balanced, responsive feel. Even the auto modes provide a very good starting point. If you're not the type to delve into the details of what does what, a little knob here and a little knob there, the auto for most people will actually have a very good baseline experience. Personally, I much rather do it my way. I do have some profiles available at randomcallsign.com if you want to check those out. So here's one of the main points why I always keep to it. It is this mix of reliability, consistency, high-level torque between all sim racing titles. Very easy to set up, and basically you also have the PlayStation compatibility. Everything in a nice, neat package, even though it is sometimes a little bit tall. Now for a down point of my experience, which is full force, it's one of the things that Fanatec promised for this wheelbase, and it is available, but it's only available in one title, which is iRacing. I do appreciate that it has full force, and it does provide a little bit of a flavor, much like True Force in the Logitech, and I like it because it's another layer on top of what you normally have in your force feedback. But as always, that is the case with all of the haptics, there's really a fine edge between having too little, too much, or just enough. Because if you have too little, it gets drowned from the regular feelings of the force feedback. If you put too much, it drowns the feelings of the force feedback. So you need to have just a very small amount to make it feel just okay. So that's the thing for the Clubsport DD Plus. The usability is essentially top notch. I think much better than other wheelbases that I've tried. It is consistent across the board. Mechanically, it is fantastic. It might not be the smoothest wheelbase when you start turning it when it's not energized, but once you are energized, the firmware does its job really, really well, and it's a smooth experience. But if it needs to be a little more brutish, like it needs to be in Assetto Corsa Competizione to make that force feedback come alive, it is able to do so at the level that I've never seen in other wheelbases. Thermally, this thing just rocks. It is silent, doesn't need any sort of fans, hence the size that you have. All of the thermal strategies that they have done, it works really, really fine. It goes to the 15 Newton meters, and if you want to keep it at 15 Newton meters all the time, you don't feel any overshoot. It's so fast to get there. It's a fantastic wheelbase if you want to use at a specific level. It will always go to the torque level that you want, and it will never falter. Something that other wheels sometimes need to go to a lot of overshoot over the maximum they announce in order to try to keep it, and then they have issues with thermal control. Fanatec Clubsport DD doesn't have anything of the sort. Another point I need to mention is firmwares, because over time the firmwares have actually become better. This came in with 4.4 or 4.5.5, and it had its issues. 4.5.6 was tragically bad and basically made the wheel very unstable until another version came in later on 2024. But since 2024, mid-2024, the wheelbase has gained a few other updates, and it gained more stability. The force feedback actually became a little more refined. It's not over the top. You don't feel like, oh, it's night and day like it happened in Podium DD1. You feel a little more refinement, but for me, the biggest thing is the stability. One thing that also was present until very, very recently with the latest update, for some reason, my wheelbase went into update mode. Every so often when I turn it on PC modes, that's basically something that was confusing to me, and now it seems to be resolved with this latest firmware update. For a downside, that actually comes as an upside, but it becomes a downside the more you use it. I know it because I've been using these wheelbases for 2 years, let alone other Fanatec equipment that goes for like, 8 years right now, and that will be the quick release. It's not about the QR1 or the QR2 specifically, but talking about the QR2, the QR2 mechanically, it is absolutely fantastic. It's my favorite quick release at the moment. Asetek does a really, really good quick release that is mechanically also good. It's not my perfect or my preferred one, but it does have better things for sim racing. This one is great mechanically, the insertion and taking it off, depending on which version of the wheelbase side quick release you're using. More on that a little bit later, but the main problem is about third-party usability of wheels. When it talks about, its own ecosystem, that's a big thing for Fanatec. The ecosystem is fantastic in Fanatec, sometimes a little bit dated, but it always requires you to use their ecosystem unless you want to buy the Podium, DD, whatever it is, to make it compatible with third-party wheels. And even so, it becomes a pain in the butt because you need to start talking about adapters sometimes to make it compatible with the Podium. And then the quick releases are a bit expensive nowadays. There are options to make it more usable, like these ones from Simu. But if you use another quick release, you always need some sort of tactic to make the force feedback work. In this case, you will require emulators. And another thing, this wheelbase does not have a pass-through USB, which is becoming more and more important as time goes by, and Fanatec is definitely losing a little bit of a plot here. I also have to say, for this specific model, the Clubsport DD Plus, while it's very easy to put the quick release inside, it is sometimes sticky to take it off, and that wasn't the case with the CSL DD with the QR2, or especially with the DD1 Podium, which had that zinc alloy. Going back to the beginning of the video, covering the Clubsport DD Plus or the Clubsport DD system was one of the most difficult and challenging experiences I've had since starting doing YouTube. Because the environment made it difficult to provide nuanced analysis or insights without being met with aggressive pushback. And this is something that is becoming more and more common in sim racing as time goes by. You know, you do something, you have always 20, 30 people throwing insults at you if you like something, if you like this, dislike something, and sometimes they clash with each other. You know, you're shill for this, you're shill against this. It's becoming more and more common. But as a reviewer, it becomes incredibly exhausting navigating these two things, the technical part of it and also the community part of it. It's not just about this wheelbase alone, it's becoming more and more difficult as time goes by, and I know that I'm not alone in this. From the get-go, this was always an excellent wheelbase, continues to be so, and the firmware updates actually removed some of the issues that I had from the beginning, and nowadays it continues to be the wheelbase that I prefer. The force feedback is top tier, the setup is straightforward, and auto mode is surprisingly usable, and performance across all simulators is reliable and articulate. Mechanically, the wheelbase is solid, it never overheats, and the firmware updates just have further refined its behavior. The quick release is excellent, but constrained by a closed ecosystem. I want to hear from all of you that are Clubsport DD or DD Plus owners, your comments below with your experiences with the wheelbase. And thank you so much for watching this video.